Imagine standing in front of the world and saying your father gave you just a small loan of $1 million. For most people, $1 million is a dream they could never touch, but for Donald Trump, it was simply the beginning of a much bigger story. That single line, spoken during his run for president, instantly turned into one of the most talked about moments in his life. Some laughed, some were outraged, but everyone wanted to know more. How could a man call $1 million small, and what did he really do with it? Donald Trump's journey didn't begin in the towers of Manhattan but in Queens, New York, where his father Fred Trump had already built a fortune in real estate. Donald watched his father closely, but deep inside, he dreamed of something far greater. Queens and Brooklyn were never enough. He wanted Manhattan, he wanted the glittering skyscrapers, and he wanted his name to shine in gold across the city. When he finished his studies at the Wharton School of Finance, Trump was ready to make his move. But ambition alone wasn't enough. He needed fuel, and that fuel came when his father decided to hand him a chance. It wasn't an empire, it wasn't a kingdom, it was a single loan of $1 million, a test to see whether Donald could survive in the unforgiving world of real estate. To most people, $1 million was the dream itself. To Donald, it was only the first stepping stone. With that money, he didn't play it safe. He charged into Manhattan, a city struggling in the 1970s with crime and decay, a city his father never dared to touch. Where others saw danger, Trump saw opportunity. He placed bets on properties others thought were doomed, and slowly, he began carving out his own empire. The Grand Hyatt Hotel became his first real victory, transforming a failing building into a symbol of luxury. Then came Trump Tower, a glass palace on Fifth Avenue, a bold statement that the Trump name was now part of the Manhattan skyline. The $1 million loan was no longer just money, it had turned into a story of ambition, risk, and reinvention. But as Trump's empire grew, so did the controversy. His famous line about a small loan became a dividing wall. Supporters pointed to his boldness, saying he turned opportunity into greatness, taking risks that few would dare to take. Critics laughed at the idea that he had struggled at all, arguing that ordinary Americans could never even dream of such a head start. And yet, what cannot be denied is that Trump's path was never simple. The bankruptcies, the lawsuits, the endless criticism, he faced storms that could have ended anyone else's career. But Trump's defining trait was his refusal to stay down. Every setback became another chance to rise, and the legend of his resilience grew stronger. Even today, that single line lingers like an echo from the past, a small loan of $1 million. It may sound outrageous, it may sound arrogant, but it captures everything about Donald Trump, his ambition.
Whose inspiring story of politician would you like to hear next? Tell us in the comments below.